Hello, everybody. Tomas from One Breath here. Just kind of wanted to give a couple of updates of things that have been going on. Um, First and foremost, voting for the competition has begun. So if you go to the Facebook, the One Breath Facebook, you'll find the link to vote for us, and we would really appreciate the votes. We're, as far as I know, we're one of the only bands that are in the Christian category for this competition. So the more that you share the link and share One Breath with everyone, the more votes, the better that help us. Um, we also have some shows. There's another follow up to Jesus Rocks the River later this year in the fall. So we're one of five Christian bands locally that have been invited to play at Emmanuel Baptist. So as we get closer to that particular day, we'll give more information um, on the event and the times and everything. We have a couple of other big events that we're playing for next year, um, and we'll get more information as we get closer to that next year as well. Keep us in prayer. One Breath put in a kind of like an inquiry, I guess, to play for the Eucharistic Congress that's going to be held this next year. And once we hear more news, then we'll definitely get more details out um, to everyone that follows our pages and stuff. But that would be a wonderful experience for One Breath to be able to play at the Eucharistic Congress. Um, anyway, so I just wanted to share. I know I haven't gotten a chance to talk much about the album since it was released, and it's been well over a month that it's been released. So um, we put in a lot of hard work. Every one of us put in a lot of hard work, especially to David Minard, who put together all of the mixing and mastering for the album and putting in the time and effort to tweak the music so that it's listener worthy. Um, so, but anyway, thank you to everybody that had a hand in that. All of us, and One Breath, are more than appreciative of all of our fans and followers and friends and family that follow us too. The music is only going to get better. It's only going to evolve. Our songwriting skills, our music abilities to write better and better songs. But we are very, very proud of this album. Um, uh, I know it's been well over a month too that we had received a review from a very reputable, basically an organization, a web page that does reviews for artists and bands and things, which really boosts our credibility as far as in the music industry. So that was nice to have pretty positive reviews overall about some of our songs from the album. So I just wanted to share one of them with you today. This is one that I personally um, had written. Um, I tell people the story that I wrote this song just playing the piano and spending time in church by myself, and this song, God hit me with this song. God gave this song to me, and I believe that it ministers in a lot of ways. It goes off of the same idea of God's grace reaches to us no matter where we are, no matter in what times of life we are, whether we're in pain or um, in joy. I mean, in all seasons of life, that's basically what the whole album is about: seasons of our lives that we're sharing and reflecting and using as testimony. Um, so this particular song I wrote is based off of Amazing Grace, the traditional Amazing Grace, but I've tweaked the words, or I've written words based around the idea of God's amazing grace, based off of my own personal experiences within the last, this feels like forever, 7 to 8 years already. Things that I've gone through, things that I've experienced, the highs and the lows, but it always comes back to that God's grace always pulls me through. So I just wanted to share this song with you. There were years of pain and sorrow. There were days I thought I'd never make it through, but I found you. Oh, now my heart rests with you. Lead me to where you are. I will follow, and I will never leave your side. 'Cause this is amazing grace. My heart sings for joy. My heart longs for you. Now I'm free to walk in your marvelous light. In all your ways, I will acknowledge you. You are loving, you are faithful God. Amazing grace, how sweet is the sound of your amazing name. Oh God, I am free. Forever these chains broken into pieces. I will acknowledge you. I am forever yours. Oh God, I am free. Wherever these chains broken into pieces, I will praise your name. I am forever yours. This is amazing grace. My heart it sings for joy. My heart it longs for you. Now I'm free to walk in your marvelous light. In all your ways, we acknowledge you. You are loving, you are faithful God. Amazing grace, how sweet is the sound of your amazing name. Oh God, I am free. Forever these chains are broken into pieces. I will praise your name. I am forever yours. And this is the definition of your sacrificial love. Mighty it was for me. Ooh, ooh, your amazing love. Ooh, it's all because of your love. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So that's one of our um, biggest hits of this album. There's a couple of others too, but this one for me hits home because I personally because of the way this song came to me, and it speaks volumes and is a reminder of God's amazing grace. Okay, grace. Um, there's a saying, and I hope I'm not butchering it, but there's a particular saying that's always stuck with me, and it says that the will of God will never take you where the grace of God will not protect you. So I think that that holds true. That God's grace covers us in abundance of ways, um, and with His grace comes His love, and His love is in abundance. And it covers us through every season of our lives, through the pain, through the worry, through some of us. I know in the last 8 years, many of us, especially with the COVID stuff, have lost a lot of loved ones, have lost jobs, have lost um, homes, whatever the case may be. That brings about worry and stress, and as hard as that is to believe and to take in as truth that God is in control of everything. And that song was a reminder to me that it's not just about the pain and the sorrow, but it's also about that pain and sorrow draws us closer to God. It isn't from God. God doesn't inflict pain on other people. Um, when we try to understand um, God's mercy in things, sometimes we put God in a box. We think, well, God, why didn't you intervene? Why didn't you step in and make things right or make things better? Um, and when you really stop to think about and look back at the bigger picture, God was in control of everything. God doesn't abandon us. God doesn't isn't blind to our pain or isn't deaf to our pain either. Um, I had the blessing of going to a conference earlier this year for work, and one of the guest speakers that we got to listen to talked about. She showed us an image of her and her son when they went to go hike, and she said that I don't know if there were things that he just needed to talk to her about or what the case may have been, but she showed the whole picture, and her son and the issues that he was having. She used him in the picture as a representation of that, of the things that he was carrying, the weight of the things that he was carrying with him. Um, and then, she zoomed in on that picture of him and then blew the picture out really big. And she said, I just took in, she said, I was taken away. My breath was taken away by the sheer beauty of the mountains and the forest and everything around it. So we focus so much on our pain and things that are feel humongous to us, but then when we blow up the bigger picture, when we see when we really open our eyes to everything in the picture, we see that God is in control and has his hand and beauty in everything, and that it is much bigger than our pain. So this song serves as a reminder for me personally about the things that I've been through, and that even though the pain hurt and it was big and felt like it was going to last forever, that God was in control of that. So I just wanted to share that with you, some words of encouragement, hopefully. Um, and we'll definitely be sharing more information about upcoming events. And please, like I said, it would really, really help us, and we would be so appreciative from everybody that follows the One Breath page. if you would follow the voting link and vote for us. It's a wonderful opportunity to head to New York City for the finalization of this competition, should we happen to make it through. Um, and we would definitely be opening up for some really big names in the music industry. And it would definitely put the One Breath name in the households and the minds and the hearts of many, many people that need to be ministered to. So, again, thank you. Hope you have a blessed day.